Welcome back to the Dark Cosmic Universe. My name is Avian Savage, welcoming all my cosmic followers back here to the Dark Cosmic Universe. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We talk about figures, we talk about action figures, we talk about playsets, we talk about vehicles, we talk about collectibles, we talk about Pokemon cards, we talk about a lot of things here. Today, I've been waiting to do this video and finally have the inspiration, the right inspiration to do this video. These are figures from a few years ago. I'm thinking about 2 years ago. They are the Hasbro Ghostbuster figures, which I wound up collecting. Now, if you're familiar with these figures or the Ghostbusters or the real Ghostbusters, these are the size of those figures. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Again, if you're new to my channel, we talk about action figures, talked about that. Check out the links in the description. I've got an eBay store where I sell vintage and retro t-shirts and also paperbacks. Anytime I make a sale, I recycle it back here to the Dark Cosmic Universe to do reviews just like this or find some really cool collectibles just like this. Don't forget, if you are subscribed to the channel, please activate that bell icon so you get notified when I upload a video like this or anything on my YouTube shorts that I find really interesting. Again, thank you guys so much. We've reached a milestone of 1,500 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for doing that. Thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for remixing the videos. Thank you for sending them as text to your friends with links to the description of the items that I do review here on the channel. So appreciate it. I've been waiting for an opportunity to display some of my Ghostbuster figures that I purchased a few years ago, but I finally got the right inspiration, and let's get to it. All right, so a couple things here. Again, we've got over here, these are the Hasbro figures that were released a few years ago, looking a lot like their counterparts in the movies, which is really cool. So we have Peter Venkman, we've got Ray Stantz, we've got Winston Zeddemore, and we've got Egon Spengler, the original Ghostbusters that I grew up back in the 80s. That really meant everything to me. Over here, this is a Playmobil Stay Puft Marshmallow Man that I found at the thrift store, which was kind of cool. Now, this is a few years ago. I think I did a review of it, but I thought it would be cool to actually get them all together. This is something that I acquired years ago. This is the NECA Slimer, which I kept in package. It does have some damage to it, but again, it was Slimer, and it goes perfect with these guys. I've been thinking about taking them out of the package. I don't know, haven't decided yet, but I looked up on eBay, and this thing's going for like, I don't know, over $200. I think maybe when I got it, it was probably $25 or $30, which back then I was just kind of like, not really sure about that whole situation. But again, you know, we're paying 30 bucks for this figure. This is a NECA one, and we'll take a look at these figures. This is an original Ghostbusters Ghost from the real Ghostbusters series, which I wound up getting. I was actually contemplating selling it. I've got some original ones on the store, on the eBay store. I might just pull them because, you know what, it's Ghostbusters. I don't know, haven't decided. These are the ghosts that go with each of the characters. So here's Peter's ghost that comes here. Ray's ghost is over here. Winston has Slimer, which is really cool. And we've got Egon with his ghost over here. And then below this, these I found at Five Below. Actually, they were given to me by the ever-popular Seaside Crafter, who also puts comments on there. So thank you again, Seaside Crafter, for adding these to the collection over here. And now they have a home, and we're going to talk about them. All right, so again, if you are new to the channel, please leave comments. That always helps. This definitely helps as well. Leaving those like buttons, watching the videos, remixing the videos, sending them to your friends. Again, that's pretty awesome. And thank you guys so much. I cannot say that enough. And I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. So before I show the figures off, now this is probably the worst way of actually having these in bags, but each of my characters I wound up putting in bags. So let's go accordingly to what I have here. So this was part of the Hasbro packaging for this. Now I know it's probably, you're seeing the little shiny light over here, but at least I know which baggie I put them in. So there we go. Looks really cool. Again, I didn't save the packages, but I saved these. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to display here on the YouTube sphere. So there's Peter Venkman's. Now these came in the front of the packaging. We've got Ray Stantz. At least I know where to put all the characters in there. And we've got Winston Zeddemore. Again, the artwork on this was really cool. And I'll definitely figure out a different way to repackage these for my collection. And there's Egon Spengler. Thank you guys so much to the original cast of the Ghostbusters for giving me some amazing memories. Again, now really quick, I did show this off in a short, but Easter's coming around. Wound up finding this. This is kind of cool. Totally not Ghostbusters related, but Polly Pockets. I know we got some Polly Pocket fans out here. I wound up going to a grocery store called Stop and Shop, and I wound up finding this, and I'm like, okay, this looks pretty cool. So just kind of display what this looks like. Again, if you have never even seen this, I'm kind of slightly, I kind of understand a little bit about Polly Pockets. I know that Seaside Crafter loves collecting these. So when I saw that, now I know they're going to probably go on sale because Easter's coming around. Here is the UPC on this, so you can find out if your store actually has this. But again, I wound up getting this at a grocery store. So here's everything together. What a perfect match with these in there. Here's Polly Pocket, and then there's the different spots that she can go into and play. That's kind of cool. Just wanted to, briefly show that on the YouTube sphere because I did do that. All right, so the figures. Now I know yours truly likes his 4-inch figures. These are not in that scale. These are a little bit larger. So as you can tell, so the Playmobil Stay Puft Marshmallow Man over 8 inches. The figures over here from Hasbro, these are approximately 5 inches. And then Slimer over here measures approximately like 3 inches. So just to give you guys a height scale, but we'll take a look at the figures. All right, starting off with, here's my Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Again, the only articulation he has is in his hands over here, but a really cool figure nonetheless. I'm glad I've got it, and this is painted on. It's a little rough. It came from Goodwill. It even had the sticker on here. I kept it on there. But again, pretty cool. There's no articulation. He's pretty much a static figure. So the only articulation comes with the hands over here. But it's going to be a cool display piece. I've got some ideas what I want to do with my Ghostbuster figures. And I thought that'd be kind of cool. And I gotta find a better spot for these characters. All right, first and foremost, we've got, here he is, Peter Venkman. And if you can take a look on the patch, it does say Venkman on there, which is really cool. They're very cartoonized, but again, really cool figures. These are like 5 points of articulation. And I put the backpacks on, and you've got the, oh gosh, I can't remember, they're nuclear, unregistered nuclear backpacks, they're proton packs over here. But a cool figure, looks kind of like Bill Murray. Most of these figures kind of look like the actors that they did have in the movie. Again, these aren't accurate, but these are, again, really cool. I'm glad I've got these in the collection. And again, basically, it looks like they use the same body, and they just repainted them a little bit different for each of the characters, and gave them stickers for their name tags, for their suits, for their Ghostbuster pilot suits. All right, carefully. Okay, so that was Ray. Here comes Winston. Pretty cool likeness of the actor. Again, when it comes to Ghostbusters, this is what I think of the Ghostbusters. And I'm glad that I do have these in the collection here. And I will definitely find a proper way to display them all together. Now, they do come with, again, these are their proton packs. These are plastic. Again, probably after a while they're going to give. So I'm definitely going to have to remove their proton packs once they're done, because I don't want them snapping. Again, it's plastic, and it's going to go after a while. All right, Ray, you're gonna, you know what? Let me just put them down here because they are starting to fall. You guys know what happens here in the Dark Cosmic Universe. All the figures find a way to fall down. Here we go. And I just knock them off like that. All right, I'll take a look at their ghosts in a minute. Here we go. Here is Egon. Very cool. Look again. Looks like the actor's got the pompadour up here. 5 points of articulation. So arms, legs, they move. And then again, the backpack, which is really the proton pack. The unauthorized nuclear backpack, which is really cool. I'm going to put them over here. Here are the ghosts that come with them. Now they do have a little gimmick over here, so you push the button and they pop open. I'll just do it real quick. Splits open. There's the gimmick. Again, it took a while to get them back together. But that's kind of cool that each of the characters want to get in a ghost. Now, I did not get any of the newer ones, or from the new. I think about here the new movies. Now they use the same. They use the same molds. Here's Slimer, got that. He splits open, but again, it's kind of a pain when you do that. Put them up over here because I'm going to show you the other ones too. All right, and here's the one that comes with Egon. Pretty cool. I like that. Again, the ghosts are really cool. And then they've got an original OG vintage ghost over here. And what you could do, I'm trying to find someone, you can take the ghosts and they can attach kind of like on the figures. Now, I'll probably buy more of these now that I've got these things opened up, or displaying here on the YouTube sphere. I'm probably going to do that. All right, so we're going to get to Slimer last. But these are the ducks that were at Five Below, so like 525 plus, kind of cool. Beetlejuice, I've had a Beetlejuice. I was going to get the Beetlejuice figure with this, but the show on here, but pretty cool. So again, we've got these little mini tubes. So you can go to your Five Below. Maybe they have these. You go, ooh. And again, inspired. Here's the Slimer one. I thought this was really cool. So this will definitely go with the collection. Even though I'm not a huge duck person. But really cool artwork. So again, if you want to know more about the tubes, there you go. All right, last one. Stay Puft. This one looks really cool. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man duck. This one doesn't have anything coming out of the mouth. Just looks straight on like Stay Puft. These are cosplay ducks. Okay, I'll have to make sure I hashtag that there. All right, and last but not least, here we go. Here is the, I guess you can say vintage. I'm pretty sure. Here's my Slimer figure, which looks really awesome. Glows in the dark. Yes. Could try to do a blacklight, and I don't have any of the rest of these, so I'm gonna have to find Gozer, probably loose if I can do it. And then he's got this sliming stand. Let's see, it was a thought here, but you know me and my blacklight. Let's see if we can get these lights off, and we're gonna go blacklight mode, and we'll see what we can get for a blacklight reaction. And here we go, just a minute. All right, blacklight mode, here we go. 3, 2, 1. And yeah, we got a little blacklight reactivity. Slimer is going to be blacklight reactive. He's going to glow for a little bit. As you can tell, got some blacklight reactivity with the ghosts. Even the OG one here has some blacklight reactivity, which is kind of cool. And again, I think I talked about if you have a blacklight and you've got some figures, you want to see if there's any blacklight reactivity, definitely do this. All right, I'm going to put the lights back on in a few minutes. Stay with me, everyone. There we go. And that's pretty awesome. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, if you are a Ghostbusters fan, these are some things that you can be looking for your collection. Let me know what you've been collecting as of late. Again, we've got some, these are the Hasbro figures that were released a few years ago, about 5 inches. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. He is from Playmobil. So again, these are things you want, maybe want to pick up. Slimer is going for over $200. Again, little sticker shock with that, but each of the Ghostbusters came with each ghost, and there's a vintage one. Anyway, that's it. That's the end of the video. Again, if you're a big Ghostbusters fan, I highly recommend this would be the figures that are somewhat affordable. That would be really, really cool. And again, you can definitely see how these Hasbro figures kind of stand up with the other ones. Again, kind of a cool collection, I think, in my humble opinion. Anyway, that's it. That's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Thank you guys for all that you do. Thank you for subscribing. Thank all my subscribers there, my Dark Cosmic Universe family. Who are they? If you are subscribed to the channel, you're a part of the Dark Cosmic Universe. It's kind of a cool thing to gloat at work when you're saying, I'm a Dark Cosmic follower over there. Anyway, who are my Dark Cosmic followers? They're my Cosmic Cosmonauts, my Cosmic Comrades, my insane toy collectors, my dark cosmic Pokemon collectors, and my cosmic collectors all around this incredible universe. Thank you guys so much. What do I say? Say it loud and proud. From one side of the galaxy to the other and somewhere in between, there is the Dark Cosmic Universe. Thank you guys so much again. I cannot say thank you enough. Mute my voice here because you know I'm going to say thank you, thank you, thank you. That's okay. And Seashell, the Dark Cosmic Cat, also says thank you for watching her videos as well. Thank you for making her a internet star out there. Thank you guys so much. Anyway, that's it. That's the end of the video. Like I said before, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what's in your collection. Stay cosmically insane, my friends. Keep collecting all those collectibles. Come on back here to the Dark Cosmic Universe here on the YouTubosphere, better known as YouTube. More video reviews coming up soon. Thank you guys. And we will definitely see you cosmically soon.